There are essentially 5 important rules that every good email copy should cover. And first, I'm going to explain you all those 5 rules with good and bad examples. Then, I'm going to show you 3 emails that did best, mediocre, and worst. And I'm going to explain you how these rules mattered in these emails in order to get the best conversion and the open rates. The first rule that governs the absolute everything in an email is the subject line. Of course, everyone knows if your subject line is not good, your email is not even going to be opened, and then whatever is written inside that email does not matter because it wasn't open. Now, to write a good subject line, you have to cover basic emotions that are very necessary in order to get your email opened. Now, curiosity is one of those important rules where if you do not incorporate curiosity in every email copy that you're writing, your emails are not going to be opened because people will not feel any curiosity to open that email. And if there's no curiosity, your emails are not going to be opened. Why the subject line matters? Of course, I told you that subject line is the first line that they actually see, and the CTR or the open rate for any email copywriting campaign is governed mostly by the subject line. If it doesn't spark any curiosity, like I told you, doesn't seem relevant to what they want, obviously the market research comes here very handy. If you have very good market research done with your audience, then you can write better subject lines and in return get better open rates, and in return get a chance to even a chance to sell something that you want to sell. Now, I have made a lot of videos on market research. You can check them out on my channel, and also in every video mostly I talk about market research. So in this video I'm not going to be talking about market research, but that's the most important part of your business. And if you do not have a good market research done, you will be stuck with that below 10K a month mark with your business. Now, relevance is of course very important. If your audience does not feel any connect with the thing that you're sending to them, the product that you're selling to them, if your prospects do not feel that this product can help them because it's something very different than what they need, then they are not going to be buying that product. And in the subject line, if that relevancy is not specified, they're not going to open that email because that email is basically irrelevant to them. Why the hell would they buy an e-com course if they are doing trading? That in that manner you have to create the relevance, and that is the very basic amount of relevance. But when you get to the complexities of your sales funnel, your relevance is mostly like the main pain points that those people are having. You create a product about it and then you sell it through your email marketing campaigns. Now, it should avoid spam triggers because we get thousands of spam emails every day, and also you have to avoid getting into the spam folder. Now, that is achieved through warming up your email and avoiding the words that actually get you inside the spam folder. You can check them out on YouTube. You can literally search the term how to stay out of the spam folder and you can get thousands of videos on it. You have to avoid certain words, you have to avoid certain phrases, you have to avoid the dollar signs, you have to avoid make money or make money online sentences, and you have to avoid a lot of things. Make some typos, make some spelling mistakes, and that will help you stay out of the spam folder of any email marketing prospect. Now, good examples of subjects could be why most traders fail and how to avoid it. That builds the curiosity. This is also the subject of the best email that we are going to be exploring in a few minutes. This intrigues curiosity, that what is that one thing that is making everybody fail in trading, and I also want to know what that is. Maybe I'm making that mistake, maybe I'm not, but I have to find that out. That's the curiosity part about it, and this relates to a common struggle. Obviously, everyone struggles to be profitable in trading, and the main concern of them is to generate consistent amounts of profit every day, every month, every week, every year, so that this can be a legitimate full-time job for them, and that pain point is addressed in this subject line, and that's why this is a very good subject line. Second good example is the one trading mistake that cost me $5,000 in a day. Obviously, it is a very intriguing subject line to have, because everyone wants to know that why the hell my mentor lost $5,000 in a day. What mistake did he did, and I have to avoid that mistake. And also brings out the personal connection with the prospect to the mentor that's selling them whatever he is selling. I ignored this for a year and it nearly wrecked my trading. Of course, creates the uh, intrigue, obviously builds the personal connection, builds the curiosity factor in your in your subject line. Bad examples are obviously all the examples that you can open your Gmail and you can see, and you can scroll through your Gmail and see all the subject lines you have avoided all these months, and those are the bad examples of subjects when it comes to email marketing. Make $500 a day, my secret to making $1 million a day. Join now, my course is free, I'm giving you a discount, whatever. All those are bad subjects to have. This is the first rule that needs to be followed in every email, so that your open rates are at least good and you have a standing chance to at least show people what you have to sell. If you do not even get an open through your email marketing campaign, that whole marketing campaign is a failure, because your subject line is something that is not getting people to open it, and it's a mess. Now, the second important rule that you need to follow in every email of yours is a strong hook. Hook is essentially the first sentence after the subject line, and this is one of the most important things. Obviously, everyone today talk about hook, how to write better hooks, how to write this hook, how to write that. This is very popular term in Instagram marketing, because everybody is talking about 10 hook ideas, 10 better hook writing techniques, or whatever. In order for your email to be scanned through the eyes of a prospect, you need to have a strong hook, because the first sentence that they see after the subject line is the hook. If it is not following curiosity, urgency, and FOMO, then that hook is of no use to us. Now, a strong hook, why it matters: people scan emails fast. You open an email, if the subject line is good, you tap on the email, you scan through the email, and the first thing that a human sees is the first word and the first line. That is very basic human anatomy, and that is why that first sentence is very important. If the first two lines don't hook them, obviously using the curiosity, urgency, and FOMO part of the emotions that we need to follow, hook should either present a relatable problem, create curiosity, tell a compelling story for them to be connected through your email with the emotions of FOMO or curiosity or urgency. Obviously, if your hook is not hooking them, then it's of no use to you. Good examples of the first line in any email could be: if you're struggling with trading, it's not your fault. This builds the personal connection with your prospect. Most traders follow strategies that sound good in theory but fail in real markets. This is the market research that is being used here, because a lot of people have told the creator that they're following strategies that are not doing them any good. But when they were starting out, those strategies felt very good. But the moment they started applying it, they failed in trading. That's why this is a frustration of a lot of prospects, which is then indeed used to hook them into the email that the creator is wanting to be sent to them in order to sell them something. I used to think trading was about finding the perfect strategy, then lost $10,000 in a month. Obviously, a personal story plus curiosity. Why? Because When we see somebody losing, when we see somebody getting hurt, when we see somebody making a mistake, that's the best hook. It is low key very evil, but when we see somebody undergoing something negative, we are inclined to know the whole story about it, and that's why the negative hook is used here. And obviously, when somebody loses money, that is a topic to discuss. Have you ever looked at a chart and felt completely lost? This is market research that was used here, because a lot of prospect told to the creator that they see a chart and they feel confused, they feel lost, they feel like they don't know what to do next. This engages every prospect, every trader, by telling them something that they're actually doing, that they're actually feeling. And when you can read through a mind of a prospect, that is the essential of building a good sales funnel, because tapping into the minds of a prospect will help you. Again, it's low key evil, but it will help you to sell them anything. Then it's your job and your responsibility to provide the best value for the least amount of money. And providing the best value to them uh, then makes it less evil. Bad examples of hook is, hey, my name is this, I do this. This is a wasted hook. And your introduction is mostly time wasted in a hook where you just have 1 to 2 seconds where a person's going to go through that sentence, and if you're explaining who you are, that's the time that is wasted, and the prospect's gonna click back and go scroll whatever they were scrolling. Trading is hard, but with my help you can make it easy. All these cliche sentences that most traders use: join my program now, I'm giving you a discount, and whatever, my students made 500k this week, why are you not making that money, whatever. All these hooks are low key. Everyone knows that they are low key trying to sell them something. And if you in the first sentence only start to develop a personal connection with the prospect, with a curiosity factor, with your personal story where you lost, that makes that email connect to the prospect very nicely, and then he is engaged in that email. Now, this was the second rule that is very essential in order to write good emails. Your hook is obviously very essential. Now, before coming to the last three rules that are very essential in an email, I'm going to be exploring all of these emails with their subject lines and their hook, so that you actually get to know what in real life impressions these rules have in a good, bad, or a worst email. Now, these are three real-time emails that a lot of trading creators are using. I received all these three emails and I placed them here in order for me to explain to you how good or bad emails are written. We're going to exploring the subject lines for all these, and then the hook. Then we're going to come back to the third rule for writing better emails. Now, the subject for the best email that got 48% open rate, that means 1 out of every 2 people opened this email. Now, if you send this email to 2500 people in your email list, 1250 are going to open, and then you have 1250 possible prospects to sell whatever you are selling. This is big, so listen carefully. Why 90% of traders fail and how to avoid it. Now, I already explained to you why this hook, why this subject line is very nice, because it shows you a problem that 90% traders are failing, and every trader knows that 90% of traders make a loss for the 10% who makes a profit, and no one wants to be in that 90% of the failed traders. That's why this subject line was very nicely opened by the prospect, because it tells you a problem, and then it tells you that in my email the solution is provided. If you make this little effort of opening my email, I'm going to be giving you the biggest solution, that how you do not end up in the 90% of the failed traders. Now, this small subject line is very nicely written and very complex. And this is how a good subject line is written. Now, coming to the second subject line, which got 35% open rate, which is also very good, but still not the best. Three mistakes keeping you from trading profitably. Now, the word three is very essential because it gives a quantitative solution to the prospects, and they know that there's this psychological feeling of relaxment when you know that only five problems need to be solved now and then my life is good, or only three mistakes need to be improved with this email and then I'm gonna be good. And that psychological satisfaction was used in this email. Obviously everyone wants to be profitable, and that makes them connect to this email and makes this email relevant. Now, that was the second subject line. Coming to the third, obviously the worst: make $500 a day trading, no experience needed. Now, a subject line like this is obviously very salesy, very spammy. Everyone gets these subjects every day in thousands of amounts, and we all ignore these subject lines. And still, up till this day, where I see thousands of people making videos on YouTube about how you shouldn't write subjects like these, people are still writing subjects like these, and it makes me kind of sad that we have such abundance of information on YouTube and still people making the same mistakes that they should be avoiding in the first place. Now, coming to the hook for the best email. If you've been struggling with trading, it's not your fault. Most traders follow strategies that sound good in theory but fail in real market. We explored this hook already. This establishes the personal connection. This obviously makes them curious that what is that one problem that I might think is not a problem, but it in actuality is, and making me fail in trading. And then they want to correct that problem. And in this email, if you scroll through, you're gonna get the solved solution to it, and they are then interested in scrolling down. Now, coming to the second hook. Hey, first name, obviously the time is wasted here because somebody wasted their zero point 0.1 millisecond in reading your name, which didn't brought any value to them because you're not a internet celebrity, or you're not Dan Bilzerian, or you're not Alex Hormozy, so they're not gonna be following. So that time is wasted in their minds. And the problem with this hook is that once that mental strain is wasted on reading your name, people tend to not read the next line after their name. But still, ever wondered why some traders seem to win consistently while others keep losing? Obviously connects to the prospect at a personal level, and obviously creates the curiosity and creates the FOMO that someone out there is winning consistently and you're not, so you're lacking. And this is how you kind of solve it. That's how you write a good hook. Lose the name, and this hook is again very nice. Now, second, hey, I have cracked the code to making money in the markets. This system works no matter your experience level. Now, these hooks were a big hit when people were sending out these emails in 2019, 2020, because everyone was new to this internet age and the concept of making money online with less experience. Now everybody knows that a lot of experience is needed in this field, and everyone has received at least 1,000 of emails that says you can make this much money in this much time with no experience and no hard work. And then because they have seen through a lot of these emails, they do not feel any emotions when they're reading this line, and that's why this hook is very bad. Now, coming to the third rule that governs a good email copy, that is the logical and emotional aspect of your email, the persuasion, the personal connection, the in-depth human to human personal connection that is developed through conveying your story, through conveying what you feel, through conveying your losses, to conveying your mistakes, to conveying your wins, to conveying your everything through your emails. And this aspect is used when you are having long email sequences that are more than 10 days. And then if anybody is reading through all of those 10 emails, then all those 10 days, then he is bound to connect to you at a personal level. And a prospect who knows you, likes you, and trusts you is bound to buy anything from you. And then your responsibility is only to provide the best value to them. Persuasion with trust factor, why it matters, because great emails appeal both to the emotions and to the logic. If this emotionally feels like and mathematically, logically, this is right, then there is nothing to lose, and this is a no-brainer offer, so I should enroll in. That's the main concept of this rule. If you provide something that is mathematically proved, and or in our sales funnel language, if you provide a testimonial or a social proof of something that you're selling, that a guy like your prospect bought, and then he is at a level that your prospect needs to be, that is how you develop that trust or persuasion with that person, because he can now think that, oh, that guy was in my same situation and now he is at a situation that I want to be, and that happened because of this program, so I should also enroll in this program. That's how you uh, connect to that prospect at a personal level. The logic is obviously the mathematic, the data, the insights, or the social proof, and emotion is the human emotion. And trust factor is again the social proof that you need to attach with your emails in order to write the best, in order to get the best conversion rates. Good example, for years I chased indicators watching YouTube videos. This connects, this displays the personal connection, trying to crack the market, but nothing worked consistently. Then I focused on price, action, risk management, and psychology, and everything changed. Now this gives them the data, the actual source, the logical thing that, okay, he's saying some facts, because price action is absolutely necessary. Now risk management is absolutely necessary. Psychology is very essential in trading. So this guy is speaking facts, and this guy was in my in my shoes years ago. He solved it. Now I should enroll in this program so that I also get to what he is at right now. Second, most traders fail because they think strategy is everything, but real success comes from mastering psychology. 80% of the trading is mindset. The logical aspect is developed, the personal aspect is developed, the emotional connection is developed. I lost $5,000 in a single day by making this mistake. If you ever revenge traded, you know the pain. Let me show you how to stop it. Again, very, very, very good line to have in your email, or the hook, very nice hook in your email, connects to the prospect at a personal level, brings in the data, brings in the facts, the source, and the values provided through this line, and then the prospect is bound to buy from you. Bad examples, the system will bring you money no matter what, or this is a no-brainer offer. Your prospect should feel that this is a no-brainer offer. You shouldn't be there telling them that this is a no-brainer offer. They should feel that this is a no-brainer offer because of the things that you have in your email. There's no point in telling them that this is the best deal in your life, or I'll make you, just trust me, please trust me, I'll make you $1 million in 10 days. Just, whatever, I'll do everything for you, whatever. And then these kind of lines in your emails make your email in the bad sense for the prospect, and then he is bound to ignore it. And also, having things like these in your personal brand lessens the credibility of your personal brand. And in today's world, your personal brand and what people speak of you is very essential, because if you're in good mouth for all of the people around you, then you are very much likely to sell something. And your personal brand matters a lot. So do not follow stupid rules just because you want to make those 2 to 3 more sales. In the long run, your business is bound to fail because your personal brand was hampered because all those little techniques or words you used in order to sell a few thousand, for a few thousand more dollars. You destroyed your personal brand. Now, coming to the fourth rule that governs the best email marketing campaigns through writing the best emails is CTA. If you know CTA, if you do not know, CTA is also very important, because if you do not guide where people should go after reading through your email, that they are bound to not go anywhere. If you do not tell them that go here after watching this, then they have no idea that they have to be there after watching this, and then they are bound to not reach there after watching that. Very bad way to put words. Why your CTA matters, obviously I told you. If you do not tell people to check out this my new thing after reading your email, obviously not going to do that, because they do not even know that they have to do that. And your CTA should not feel very pushy, should not feel very forceful, because obviously in today's generation, we all have very sensitive egos and very sensitive, what should I say it, very sensitive brains. And if we are getting pushed to buy something, then we run away from that thing even more. Good examples of CTA is inside my trading community. I break down exactly how to trade profitably step by step. If you want to stop guessing and start trading with confidence, just check it out. Clearly tells you the problems, clearly gives you the solutions to it, and clearly tells you that this is where you will find the problems to these situations. You can click it, find the problems, find the solutions, and have a better life. If you're serious about fixing this mistake in your trading, here's where I break this. Here's where I break it out. Feels very natural, because a normal mistake was addressed and the solution was provided through your CTA. People tend to tell you to do a lot of complex things in your sales funnel, and what I want to tell you today is that focusing on the fundamentals is always the best approach for a successful business. You do not need complex things in your business. You do not need complex phenomena to happen in your business. Simple fundamental things done right and done in huge quantities with the right quality, you are bound to have a very successful business. Don't chase after the complex things. I know that gives you dopamine. If you have Notion connected to your sales funnel, and you have 10 type forms, and then you have ConvertKit and MailChimp, and then you're doing ClickFunnels and landing page through your MailChimp, and then trying to automate everything through Zapier. That sounds very nice, because it's going to give you the feeling that, oh, I'm the best businessman in the world, because oh, look at all the things that I'm doing. But in reality, your basics and fundamentals are effed up, because you're writing emails like these, because you do not have time to focus on the fundamental, and you are tending to write those things. And that is a failed business. No matter if you have 1 million actions on your Zapier or 1 million automations on your Zapier, if you do not get the fundamentals right, your business is bound to fail. And through this channel, I am trying to teach you the fundamentals of a good online business, the very, very essential commodities like rice, potato, onion, garlic, for that is used in every household. If these 4 things are not present, the whole household will break. And that is why these commodities are the things that I am trying to teach you through my channel. And yes, that's whatever. I'm going to come to the third example. This is something I wish I had when I started. See if it makes sense to you. Very natural, very smooth, very politely. It tells you that If you want to see it, this is a problem I solved, you can check it out. Obviously bad examples I don't need to tell you. Join now, do this, sign up here, click here, whatever. uh, Coming to the fifth rule that governs a good email marketing campaign with writing better email copies is that personalization and authenticity. Personalization is one thing that is common throughout every rule and every aspect of your email. If your email is not feeling personal, if your email is not connecting at a human level to the prospect, then he's bound to not buy anything from you. People connect with real people, like I told you, human connection. People should feel that there's a person behind this email, that there's their best friend behind this email. There's this friend who made these mistakes and he's trying to correct me. That emotion should be conveyed through your email. There's a reason why I tell you to write your emails just like you're talking to your best friend, because emotions like these are written only when you're imagining your best friend standing in front of you. Good examples is that, hey, if you have been struggling with trading, it's not your fault. I've made the biggest possible mistake before I figured it out. Obviously I explained this line very nicely before, and obviously this line establishes very good personal connection. And then he tells you that I made this mistake, you are making this mistake. If you want to correct it, just read through it. If you found something useful, use it. If you do not feel like using it, do not use it. Polite. I remember the first time I tried to trade live, my hands were shaking, I hesitated, then I lost money instantly. Sounds familiar? Personal story, personal connection. Most emails like these try to sell you something right away. I'd rather show you how it works first, and then you can decide if you want to buy it or not. That's also a very nice line to have. If you are saying to the prospect that I'm not selling you something, you see this first, if you found this useful, you can do this here. That's the best line to have in an email. Bad examples, dear traders, our program is the best way to make money. Feels like a mass email. The mass email is something that's sent to a lot of people in one click. Obviously all these emails are sent that way, but you have to make sure that the prospect do not feel that. No one should know that you are sending these mass emails, that they are feeling like they are sent personally. That's also your major goal. Hello, we have an amazing opportunity for you. Obviously our trading system is proven, guaranteed to make you money. Worst lines to have in any email. Also these lines, all these bad examples are also going to end you up in the spam folder, which obviously destroys every possibility of you to even have a even if you have a good subject line. Writing sentences and words like these will make you end up in the spam folder of the prospect, and that is a failed email marketing. Now I'm going to come to the emails. These were the 5 rules that were the most important while having a good performing email marketing campaign. Now with these 5 rules I've explained, I'm going to be exploring these 3 emails, and here it goes. I know this because I spent 3 years trying every indicator scaping method and guaranteed system before I finally figured out what works. The problem, question mark, the traders never learn how to read the market. They just learn signals and hope for the best. Here's what I changed. These are the things that provides you the data. Like I told you at the earlier stage, inside my trading community, I break down exactly how these problems are going to be solved. It's no fluff, it's no fake get rich real quick scheme. If you want to see it, then you can check it out. If you do not want to see it, no worries, man. I gave you the value that you should be having. Very calm email to have, very good email to have. You can obviously go through this whole email and write it for yourself. Most struggling traders make the same mistake over and over again. Now builds the person connection, builds the curiosity. What is that problem? What's that mistake? Obviously the market research mistakes are then pointed out here. Over trading, letting emotions, risking too much. These are the problems every trader has. Now these are the mistakes I used to make myself, And once I fixed them, everything changed. I go over this inside my trading course. You can buy it, you can see my community, whatever. The problem with this email was that it felt a little bit salesy and pushy with the CTA. I go over this inside my trading community. If you want to stop making these mistakes, join my community. And that feels a little bit salesy. That's why I wrote it here. It felt a little bit salesy. The personal connection is developed very nicely, but the email feels like an information overburden because there's a lot of aspects that he covered that are the mistakes. Now that's why this email was ranked 2 and the conversion rates were 8%. Not very bad conversion rates, but 8% is very less as compared to 18 for the best email. Now coming to the third email, obviously everything is bad about it. 500 plus a day. If you want to start making, you need to check it out before it's too late. Join my exclusive community. Seats are limited. The urgency is created very forcefully. The urgency is created very spamfully, in a very scammy manner, and the whole establishment of this email is very spammy, very salesy, and this email is bound to end up in the spam folder, and there's no point even writing emails like these. Now, I hope you understand how good emails are written. These were the 5 rules. Now, you can obviously go back and check it out again if you want. These were the 5 rules, and these were the 3 emails that were written based on these 5 rules. Everything was covered in this video is real life, and these are the real emails that I was sent to by a lot of traders, because I was exploring a lot of trading creators, and I found these emails, thought of making a video. And yes, this is the fourth part in this series, and I hope that you liked this video. If you like it, do whatever, comment, tell me if you like it. If you want to learn more about sales funnel, or you want me to do your sales funnel, or you want me to audit your whole sales funnel, you can tell me through my email in the description, or you can DM me on Instagram. That's also in the description. I'll see you in the next video. I hope you learned something. This was something I want to do in a large quantities on my channel, make you learn through practice and not through theory. And that's why I'm creating videos like these. This is the 4th video. I hope that I make 400 more. And yes, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.